Hey everyone, it's Judy from Ghost Town Metalworks. I have not done a check-in here for a little bit. I have so many vlogs that I've been having sitting and just waiting to be edited. I need to just push through that and get stuff posted up, whether it's been edited or not. But I did want to touch base on the update for my casting setup. So I'm still working on revamping my studio space down here, but I did successfully get a third of it converted into homeschool space for our kiddo. And then I have some other projects to do before I can get it exactly the way I want it, but we're so much closer to having it ready. I have a jeweler's bench that I'm getting into here and getting cleaned up. It needs to get repainted, needs some TLC. It's an antique watchmaker's bench actually. And it was the original bench that I spent the first about 5 years of Ghost Town Metalworks sitting at and working at, but it just hasn't worked as well in our new space in this new place the last few years. However, I have a game plan to get it in here, to get that back to my regular metalsmithing bench, and then we'll be turning my big husky bench that is a butcher block top into lapidary space or something like that, because I've had that on my list. I have a trim saw and other things that I've been collecting. Then we have casting stuff. So I wanted to give an update on what that's looking like. So let me show you my current progress, I guess, on my casting corner and show you what some of the equipment looks like that I'll be getting set up and going. I'm very excited about it. And we just got it finished up. So we did this really on a super budget. Casting stuff doesn't have to be expensive, and if you've done any research or had time to do the research, there's so many different methods for casting. Sand casting is really inexpensive. I'm using a centrifuge that I got from a dental company that's over on the East Coast, and they make them in the USA. It's Lucas Dental Company, and that's Lucas. So this is the one that I have, and there's their email and phone number and all that, so you can screenshot that and call it. But made in New York, guys, and they were super awesome. I've had this for quite a few years, and I added this shell on, and then I was able to order crucibles. As you can tell, it still needs to be seasoned and everything, and flasks from them, extra crucibles. They even sent me tongs and welding gloves. So I'm so excited to do this. So this is a broken arm centrifuge, as you can see by this swinging arm here. And it's one that we wind up and then use this stopper to help hold it. We bought, this is sheet metal from Home Depot that is actually for duct work, but it comes in flat sheets. It was relatively inexpensive. I want to say it was $30 or something like that. These are the screws that we picked out for attaching it onto the table. And then the shell has been bolted down, right? This can't go anywhere. This is our old dining room table. Very nice solid wood, except we had issues with one of the leaves got broken, so that's on a side that's facing that way. I love utilizing things that we already have, and I'd been trying to rack my brain for quite a while on a good table to use for casting that's nice and solid, and this is going to work so great. Height-wise, I'll figure out if I need to, I'm a little bit short, so I'll have to see if this height is good for me or not. I have 2 kilns, but I'm already realizing that I have 4 flasks. I have 2 that are taller, 2 that are shorter, and I'm already realizing that these taller flasks are not going to fit into either of my kilns that I have. So I will eventually have to upgrade to a bigger kiln for taller trees, but I do have these sizes. I have a vintage Paragon kiln that is a little bit bigger, and it just needs to have a new cord installed just to make it safe. And then I have a really cool mold vulcanizer that is also vintage, but is in working order and really awesome. The vulcanizer, and let's see, what else? This wax injector, and actually some of this rubber and some of these molds. This gentleman that I bought these from was retiring, and he literally gave me all this stuff. If I do end up using any of his molds, if they're still good, I'm trying to think of a good cause that I could be using a percentage of these to give back to. But Facebook Marketplace is where I got a lot of this stuff from. This I bought off eBay. This I did get brand new off eBay. And it is a really nice little electronic kiln. This one I had to buy a pyrometer for since it is old school. Investment. And then this wax injector is an older style one. They work fine. I do have a horizontal wax injector that I'm going to be getting, as well as I don't have a vacuum yet, a Bell vacuum for pulling all the bubbles out of the investment. So I have a couple of things I still need to get, that I would like to get, I should say, that'll make things more efficient, but we're getting there. And I'm so excited to show you guys the progress on turning this into my casting studio.